Hello, welcome back to the YouTube. I have now got a DJI mount, as I fucking promised. And today we are going to take you through a little bit of a day in the life slash full day of eating. I am 99% certain today is going to be a high day, as that was the plan anyway. And I've also dropped another pound, and I am now weighing in at a lovely 200.5 pounds, after yesterday weighing in at like 101 and a bit, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I'm literally about to do my check-in now, which I will pop the camera up for as well, which will be good, and then send it over to Tim, and then we'll give you a bit of a run through of the plan for today. I think we are now back on. There we go. So first meal is 150 grams of ESN rice pudding, which in my opinion is absolutely fantastic for peaking carb loading when you are getting closer to stage and you don't really want to throw a load of food volume into the stomach. Sure, it's absolutely lovely, especially when you're eating a good amount of food like I am today, to have a good amount of volume there and feel great and feel full. However, the most important thing is always going to be digestion of food and making sure that we are not bloating ourselves excessively, that we are digesting our food well, and ESN rice pudding is fantastic because the volume of it is very, very low, which is good. So first meal is 150 grams of ESN rice pudding, 30 grams of whey, 10 grams of 90% dark chocolate, and then 100 grams of raspberries. Obviously, ESN rice pudding is unflavoured, so I do have some of their flavour powders. I've used them obviously a bit before when I had it in last year a little bit. To be honest, I do actually kind of prefer it to cream of rice. I'm definitely going to be looking to use it a bit more in my next coming off season, that's for sure as well. But the current go-tos, I wasn't to get the Biscoff flavour one, but it wasn't there. We've got I'm not even going to go through this because I'm not sponsored by ESN. No, go to Full Ball Sports. Fuck that, this is cream of rice. But yeah, either way, that's the first meal. I just need to work out my salt because it is 8 grams pink salt, 8 grams low salt for the day. 8 divided by 5, 1.6 grams of pink salt for each meal. So I'm going to make this now. I'm not going to really film too much as I'm making it. I also need to go for a walk, and then I'll come back when I've made the food. I'll basically talk through that and chat a little bit more about the day. All right, hello, I think, there we go, we are now being tracked, lovely. So yeah, first meal is 150 grams of rice pudding, 30 grams of whey, 10 grams of dark chocolate, and 100 grams of raspberries, which is lovely. So yeah, 855 grams of carbs going in today, which is nice. I believe this is the most food I've had on a high day. This prep, last prep, which is good, which is nice. But no, it is Friday today, which is a very lovely day for check-ins, and majority of which are all over already. We've got 4 minutes till 9, which is my usual cut-off time for check-ins. So I might record a bit of like me getting back to a few bits of work, but the first thing today is obviously getting this meal in. I'm quite regimented with my meal timings when it does come to high days. I do try to eat, if I can, every 2.5, 3 hours, bang, bang, bang. So I'll get this in now, come at 9 o'clock. Pre-workout meal, which I've already just kind of made, will be in at about midday. Then last couple of bits of work, then should be able to get to the gym for around 1:30, and then we have to get back by ideally 5 o'clock at the latest, because I've got 2 consultation calls this evening, which is absolutely lovely, and Molly's got a call as well at around 6:30. So very busy day. 8 check-ins for myself today, which is, for me, I'm very happy with that. That's good. So I'm sound. Yeah, cool. But yeah, upon review, the visuals from this morning were very flat. But considering the amount of detail that's there, probably the most detail so far, I'm like, yeah, sound, because it's going to be a pretty good look when I'm full. So yeah, I'm going to scran this down. I will maybe get a couple of bits of me cracking through work, and I will catch you for the pre-workout meal. Good morning, bro. Thank you very much for your check-in. I hope you are well. Another very good week. I'm very happy with where we're at right now. And I'm going to highlight this rear relaxed chop, bro, which I am absolutely stunned with. Like, I'm really, really happy with this now. I think it's by some considerable margin the best and biggest you've looked ever in your life. Like, if I was to literally go to like you at your flattest, right, like back end of prep last year, looking like what, 18 odd kilos up, 19 odd kilos up. But considering this is our first off season together, and this is probably the softest you're ever gonna get, like ever, because the next off season you're not be getting a soft. The improvements that you have made to your rear is absolutely fucking phenomenal, bro. Like, I am really, really happy with these, and I think going back into prep this year, I think we're going to be shown a ridiculous amount of new tissue. Posing is also a billion times better. This is the first time I've ever seen you hit this rear relax shot this well, bro. I'm really happy. It's not just the lats, it's the upper back, it's the density that we just added everywhere. And I really do think that as we do get into prep in a couple of weeks, and we do see body weight come down, and I think as we get down to like 75, 73 sort of kilo mark, I think we're going to be in a really, really good position there, bro. So I am really, really happy with these shots today, bro. Very happy. And we are back for the pre-workout meal, which is very, very similar to what it was the last high day. I did actually record my last high day, which was last Wednesday, 10 days ago. 10 days ago. But we were at least planning at the start for it to be like 2 back-to-back high days, but one high day was more than enough. So I kind of didn't really outro it. It was a bit shit. I was in a bit of bad mood because City lost 3-0 to Madrid, which was brilliant. So basically I didn't post it. But today will be a lot better, especially because I got this as well. So pre-workout meal, if I can sort this out. I don't even know how to sort this out right. There we go. Is Mr. Jogan is on screen. We have got 135 grams of cream of rice. We have got 30 grams of whey. We've got 10 grams of 90% dark chocolate. We have got 100 grams of raspberries, 100 grams of banana, 30 grams of whey paste, which is the naughty boy chocolate caramel fucking marshmallow one. It's pretty good. And then we've got 2 Squares bars here. Ooh, shit, I've dropped them. Very, very good. So yeah, we are chilling. Work is pretty much now all done. I've got a couple of like client replies and whatnot, which I do want to get back to before I do head to the gym. And with my meals today, I have got 1.6 grams of pink and low salt, which brings my totals to 8 grams. But I do put the salt in my pre-workout drink, so my pump product, as opposed to my post, literally just based on taste, and I feel like a bit more sodium. It's not a bad thing either. So yeah, I'm now going to go and scran this. I'll probably bring this camera along. The camera said it's low, which is not ideal. So I need to find out how to charge it, because I don't really know how to do that yet. I'm going to bring this along to the gym as well, just so I can get some post-workout shots on there as well, which will be brilliant. But no, I'm going to scram this. I might chat a little bit when I'm in the gym and whatnot. But aside from that, I will catch you when I'm back home, probably still in this office, and maybe, just maybe, I'll get Molly to actually show her face as well for intra-workout, because we are about to head off to the gym. My intra is not too different to what it usually is. 15 grams EAAs, 10 grams creatine, an extra 10 grams of highly branched cyclodextrin, so 30 grams today. And like I said beforehand, I do tend to put my the salt, which would be my meal 3, my post-workout meal. Normally on, like I say, a rest day, I'll just put my salt evenly throughout the day. But then on a train day, I just prefer having a bit more sodium in my pre-workout drink. So that's what I'm basically sorting out now. Current Intra is trained by JP, EA's pina colada flavour, which is very good. I do have the Applied Nutrition CARBS pineapple flavour, which in theory would be quite nice, wouldn't it? However, it's not. This isn't tracking my face, is it? Can I get it to? There we go. Sound. Now it's tracking my face. That's a lot better. Yeah, the pineapple one, if I'm honest, it tastes of shit. So I'm going to eventually use this. I'm going to try and maybe keep it for when I'm not prepping, because I actually do like enjoy my Intra. But the fruit burst one is absolutely banging. All of which you can grab from FBS Nutrition using code Jenkins. Save yourself 10% off. No, that's a pretty banging concoction there. Does taste very good. On top of that, again, 10 grams creatine, and then pre-workout pump product of choice is trained by JP, Pumpage, which is very, very good. I've been moving between this and Alpha Neon Pumps TF, both two absolutely fantastic ones. To be fair, for today, I will probably actually just take a scoop of both, which would be nice. I don't weigh it out. I could do. I don't really have any issues with digestion when it comes to pump products or any pre-workouts. I don't actually like Stim Pre. I don't really feel like I get on with it all that much. I find like I don't really get much of a kick out of it anyway. I don't really need a lot of stimulants to actually train with. If I need to get, let's say, switched on for a set, I can just do so. So I've got that dog in me, you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't think that ever like really is much of an issue there, to be honest. So I don't really bother. I feel like it just makes me crash ridiculously, and it's not really that pleasant, to be honest. I forgot to put my creatine here. Creatine you can also get from FBS, but I just got mine from Tesco. That actually does sound. Molly, what do you want for pre?
Just whatever, but just 2 scoops of whatever.
Okay, what's your Intra?
20 carbs, 15 EAA.
There you go. So I'm also doing Molly's now. I don't have a shaker for her. I do apologise. So she's going to have to suffer because prep tax with just some water bottles, I think. I don't have a shaker for you. I'm talking to the camera.
Okay.
People just don't understand how important content is these days. But no, so start going in now, and then go do Molly's pre, then we'll go head to the gym. Upper today for me, so it is neutral grip pull down, 3 sets, 2 sets of, it was like a neutral grip primal row, but I wasn't really getting on with that. I did try out the Arsenal chest supported row, that was actually alright, but now I'm just running the TUR row on 2 sessions, one with a semi-pronated grip, one with a fully pronated grip, which is the Nautilus one, which does feel absolutely fantastic. So I'm probably not going to record too much of my training, because I don't want this to be like a training day. I probably will record some of my training next week, and go through a bit more there, and maybe talk through a couple more sessions and whatnot, which would be cool. But for today, I kind of want to make this just a food video, because I put a post up last week when I did have a high day, because I didn't do the YouTube video, and it got like 45 odd shares, and like 10k views, and I'm an absolute whore for engagement when I possibly can be. So I kind of want to get a bit more there, sorry. And I'm just realising that out of electrolytes, pretty much, which is sound. This is HR Labs water. It's pretty good, to be fair. I'm just going to whack all of that into my Intra. There you go. Keep yourself nice and hydrated. But no, aside from that, we are all good. Work is absolutely lovely. Need to crack on, because me and Molly have got a couple of exciting things we need to sort out, the two of us. No, she's not pregnant. I am on a cycle, and I am a couple of weeks up from a show, so I'd be very surprised if that was even possible. We're also not getting married because we're also both prepping, so we probably can't afford it. Yeah, basically. But something else which I might run through on YouTube another point, not today, but that's a good thing as well. But yeah, I'll leave it there for now, and I will get some bits on him in the gym, or get Molly to get some bits of me posing in the gym. And then we will go from there. Then I've got another 3 meals, which is nice. Cool. 4 whey meals for today, which to people who are prepping, that probably sounds amazing. Tim asked me, he's like, is 4 whey meals going to sit all right? And I was like, yeah, I had 40 bagels in a peak week before. However, I've had 2 sweet meals already so far today, and so I didn't have eggs this morning. And I'm like, kind of want something savoury, so I've got a chicken and rice meal later, which I'm actually very much looking forward to. And if there's high days tomorrow, I'm going to say to Tim, like, can we just put my normal food back in, like my normal source of food there, because I'm not much of a sweet tooth person, to be honest. I think I've found out how to record in like better quality. I don't know, but we are back for post-workout meal. 30 grams of whey, 200 grams of Frosties, 100 grams of banana, 100 grams of raspberries, 20 grams of honey, which is pretty damn nice. Molly was going to join me. I don't really know what she thinks. She's gone for a piss. She's already scanned her post-workout meal, which is each their own. But no, obviously I would have put some bits of me posing beforehand. Before this session was like okay. I don't feel like that full or anything like that. Not that I'm really like expecting to. I've only had 2 meals, but then again, I've also had about 330 odd carb, so with 340 odd carbs. So I was like, it's a bit strange. But that being said, I was very, very flat and depleted today. The flattest I've been so far this prep, which just is what it is. But no, relatively alright with the photos. Like Molly did have some photos on her phone of just like my legs, which looked quite cool. But then after I posed, like within a couple of minutes after I posed, the veins and whatnot had just disappeared. So my pump just went straight away. So I feel like I'm in a bit of a hole at the moment. Not 100% sure if I'm still feeding or not tomorrow. I actually wouldn't be surprised if I do continue to feed tomorrow. I won't film that for YouTube because I feel like this video will be enough. Probably about the same. Unless it's like a lot more, then I'll probably do like another day where I've got legs and whatnot. But no, gonna get this down now. I've got a call in 1 hour and 20 minutes and another call at 7:30 now, which is cool. Last couple of check-ins just come over a bit late. Sam Lloyd, if you're watching, thank you for sending over your check-in late, mate. No, it's all good. He's on night shift, so I don't really mind too much, but a little bit more of work to do, but which is all cool, which is all sound. And then we're going to try and chill out this evening. Here's Molly. Say hello.
Hello.
There you go. Jesus, look at the tan difference. Come back. Granted, Molly fake tans, and I haven't abused Milana tan in a good amount of time.
What's that? Oh, is that me?
Yeah, I said to Molly after I posed, I was like, I need to start battering sunbeds again, because I feel like I'm losing all sense of my personality from it.
Yeah.
I used to get called Milana tan man.
Yeah.
Now I just get called a wanker.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I am very tempted if I have time to go and get a sunbed tonight, because it's not fun. It's still
Sunbeds just don't work anyway.
Yeah, no, they do if you abuse melatonin. And I've got a vial.
Can't do that. Just go red.
You can't. I don't think we've got a photo. If we do, I'm going to put it in. I don't think we do. But there was, Molly took Melanotan once at hers, and she went to the toilet after she took it, came back. She genuinely was
literally just
pink,
like a
pink, red, looked like a orangutan. It was hilarious.
I felt like I was in a sauna.
It was so funny. Never seen anything like it.
I just sat on the toilet.
You know when the fat kid has to do a run in school and he goes bright red after like one lap of something, he just dies and throws up. That was Molly. Just didn't throw up. But no, I need to try this, get this down, and then I've got another 2 meals later for this evening, which I'll go through as well. Yeah, I will catch you soon. Say bye.
Bye.
Cheers. God, I do leave this office occasionally to make my food and to go for steps. Meal 4 is a little bit later than I would have liked. I did want to get this in about half an hour ago, but I didn't have much time between the calls. Calls went well. Business is great. Another 2 people joining the team, which is absolutely fucking fantastic. And I'm very, very happy with where things are at now, work-wise, which is absolutely class. And it's things are moving well. We've got clients who are already in prep. We've got clients starting prep next month or start of May, which is brilliant. And I'm literally itching to get everyone back on stage and whatnot. I've just also clocked this isn't tracking my face, is it? Can it now? Not supported in light load. Give me a second. There we go. That's why I bought this. This is much cooler. There we go. Sound. So yeah, by the way, that is a penis. It's Molly's Valentine's Day card for me, which is amazing. But no, so meal 4 is... I did change this actually because it was 2 squares bars in it, and as much as squares bars are good, I wasn't a massive fan of like just easier food to get in and just like shitter food to get in. Especially with this being my only like more savoury meal of the day. Like I said, I don't really have much of a sweet tooth, so I'll be very much looking forward to this. But no, we have got 135 grams of uncooked white chicken breast. We've got 155 grams of uncooked white rice. Obviously, I season my rice so it tastes nice. 5 mils of olive oil, 100 grams of pineapple, and there is also 20 grams of honey on this. 147 grams of carbohydrates. And the last meal is a Korean rice meal, which I'll go through a bit later on. But now I need to get this in. I want to go for a nice walk, allow things to move around, and maybe me and Molly will do something nice this evening. I don't know. It's already 5 to 8. There's nothing really nice to do. I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm absolutely cooked. But yeah, I'm going to go and scram this now, and then I'll have a bit of a chat in regards to things. I know it's basically been like today, it's been like, here's my food, bye, here's my food, bye. So I do want to kind of have a bit of a chat about what I'm doing. You know what, later on I will give an update on what I'm doing PED-wise. So this video can now be called Full Day of Eating, High Day, 850 carb plus steroid cycle update. So that's what everyone gives a shit about, all the nasty, nasty drugs, which I'm putting into my body, which is going to kill me sooner. I'm joking, but they probably are. I need to go and eat this. I'm not even that hungry, but I need to eat. And as much as I just said, I don't spend all the time in the office. I'm not back in the office. We have finished steps. We have had a shower. I'm going in for our last meal a little bit later than I've ideally liked. Molly, that's the reason. Kind of Sash is. I went for a walk and I said to Molly, could you kindly put this few bits on my cream of rice, which I'd already made. I then said, I'll put the chocolate white on it, and then banana and some honey. And get a text, oh, I fucked it up. And I was like, what's happened? I said, if you put raspberries on instead of banana, because usually I have banana and raspberries, or one or the other. She was like, yeah. And I was like, cool, I'll remake it, it's fine. So I started remaking it, and she was like, I tried to save it, and she like messed a few bits up, and I was like, it's fine. Basically what she actually meant was she put a different whey flavour on, and then she just scooped bits out, so obviously it's missing cream of rice and whatnot. It still had some whey on it, but obviously I don't know how much cream of rice it is, I don't know how much whey it is. So I had to remake it, which is class, so it's a little bit later, which is not ideal, but it is what it is. Either way, last meal for the day is 135 grams of now lemon meringue flavoured cream of rice, which is very good, but I did want the custard cream. And then 100 grams of banana, 20 grams of honey, 10 grams of dark chocolate, and then 30 grams of whey, which is cool. So before I finish off the video and I scran this and get to bed, as promised, I will go through PEDs, what I'm currently taking to get shredded, and look, hopefully pretty good. It's obviously not melanotan because I am very pale. So in regards to anabolics, we are currently running 300 milligrams of testosterone, 700 milligrams of mastron, and then as of Tuesday, 120 milligrams of tren acetate. I was using 70. The vial I was using was 100 milligram per mil. I just did 10 milligrams each day. That then ran out. The only other tren I have is 120. So basically, we're just like, let's just do a mil of that per week, which is cool. So that's like basically like the next escalation in regards to injectables there. And like tren is one of those things which I really don't see much benefit in high dosages. There's certain drugs, like the more toxic drugs, that obviously generally the more toxic a drug is, you're going to actually see in certain properties in certain phases bit more bang for your buck. You know, your Halo, your Superdrol, your Tren, towards the back end of a prep, fantastic. But in my opinion, do you need to go and use absolutely shit tons of them? No, at least not for the vast majority of people. For someone of my level of muscle mass, do I need to go and run 300 milligrams of tren? No. If I am using Superdrol, do I need to go and use 60, 70, 80, 100 milligrams a day? Absolutely not. And it's something which, when it's in and it's working, I feel like that just is enough. This amount of tren which I'm using, do I find much in terms of psychological changes or whatnot? No, and if anything, I probably feel a little bit better, a little bit more switched on with things. I actually feel like my cognitive function with work and even training is a bit better. And maybe it's a placebo thing. Maybe if it's a case where I'm overly making sure that I'm not getting too stressed out or whatnot. Don't get me wrong, towards the back end of prep, will I get a bit more pissed off in traffic? Yeah, because I normally get pissed off in traffic. Will I get a little bit more impatient with things? Yes, because I'm at a relatively low body fat. Maybe the trend is working. It is causing more. I don't know. I don't think it is. Generally, in terms of like how I feel great. So I don't really also want to escalate it anymore, because I do think when you're using tren, obviously if you use more, I feel like with certain drugs you do have like a bit of like a ticking time bomb in terms of when things begin to go wrong because of using them. Obviously, if you're using less tren, that time is a bit less. I do find that as you begin to push it, you gradually do burn out a lot more through it. In my opinion, then side effects do come about a bit more. But at the moment, I'm chilling. I don't really want to use any more than what we're currently using, unless we feel like it's going to bring a massively better look, which I don't think it will do. And then in regards to orals, we have got 50 milligrams of Anavar each day. And then that is that for anabolics. We've then got, in regards to fat loss agents, we have got 90 mcg of clenbuterol per day, and then 900 mcg of SLU, which is absolutely brilliant. I'm getting on really, really well with that. The ability to recomp and whatnot is absolutely fantastic with it from what I found, and obviously using with clients and whatnot as well. So yeah, that is the update on what I'm doing PED wise. Still no update really on shows, sorry, because I don't really know what shows I'm doing yet. I haven't decided. I'm just going to wait till I'm ready and then jump in. But yeah, we are all good. We are all sound. I might come back tomorrow when I check in and show like how I'm looking after a high day. I might not. I don't know. So if I don't, this is the end of the video. If not, I'll catch you tomorrow. I also don't know if I'm feeding tomorrow. I'm not going to record tomorrow's full day of eating unless it's for some stupid reason like 1,000 carb. I don't think it will. Hilarious in less than 12 hours when I know it's 1,000 carb. I don't think it will be. But no, I'll leave it there. Thank you very much for everybody who's watched. And As usual, links will be down below. Trinity currently have a massive sale on, so if you use my code, I believe it's up to 40% off everything, which is absolutely fantastic. As normal as well, Full Ball Sports, code Jenkins, Trinity, Josh Tennant, I think I said that. But Full Ball Sports, anything which I've used supplementation-wise, aside from the rice pudding, sorry Robbie, is over on that site, prices which you won't beat on, and they've also got a member site which is absolutely fantastic. So if you wanted to learn more about supplementation side of things, look through athletes on there and what they're doing in bodybuilding and whatnot, it is the place to be. It is very, very good, and they cover pretty much everything, blood work there as well. So yeah, links will be there. Coaching inquiries, if you're interested in joining the team, or you might not be, or you might want to have a think about it, links will be down below to inquire and find out more about how I work. Absolutely no pressure, but if you want to, we can jump onto a call and have a chat about things. So yeah, I will leave it there. Once again, thank you very much for watching. Continue to watch, because I have now invested into this camera, and I'm going to continue to do so. I'm going to continue to bang these out. So yeah, I will leave it there. I need to scram this. I need to get to bed. Links will be down below, and I'll catch you very, very soon.